What's up, you guys? Welcome to Aftershock the World of Wrestling. I'm Aaron Stroud, aka Enigma, and today we're going to be doing Ring of Honor's biggest show of the year, Final Battle. It's ROH Final Battle 2015, the results and my review. I know I'm a little late on this one, you guys. It's because it's Christmas time. By the way, everybody, I hope you have a very safe and very Merry Christmas in case you don't hear from me. Until then, Merry Christmas. We got our NXT TakeOver London review up in time, so we're happy about that. I'm sorry I'm late for this one, but it's Christmas. I've got things to do. But nonetheless, I'm bringing it to you. Here it is, Ring of Honor Final Battle 2015. The opening matchup was the Young Bucks versus the Briscoes versus the All Night Express for the #1 contender spot in the tag team titles. We had a lot of dives in this match. It was definitely a super kick party. The Bucks hit the Indie Taker. It was the flipping version. He springboarded, did the flip, and then the Indie Taker. The Briscoes hit a sick, it was like a Splash Mountain neckbreaker combo. I thought that was really cool. But after all that, ANX gets the win via a one-night stand from the top rope. And they are your new #1 contenders for the tag team titles. The match was pretty good to be an opener. From these teams, you would expect a 7-star match at least. I'll give this one a 7.5 of 10 for me. Next match on the card was Dalton Castle versus Silas Young. Castle hit an awesome pump handle it was like a jackhammer kind of. I don't know if you could actually call it a jackhammer, but he had him in the pump handle. He flipped him over and crossbodied him. It was really cool. It was just it was a smudge in that match. It was a blimp, but I thought it was cool. It wasn't the best match technically, but it definitely wasn't the worst. Young got the win via his Misery TKO after he pushes one of the boys into Dalton Castle. It was about a 5.5 of 10 for me. But the greatest part about this match comes after the match. Post-match, Young gets on the mic and threatens Dalton Castle to call him the real man, or else he will sick the boys on him, the boys each wielding a chair. After a few minutes of downtime, of buy time, of passing time, Castle calls for the mic finally and says, yeah, you're a man, Young, Silas, you're the man. But you're a foolish man, 'cause these are my boys. Silas then gets the big eyes, turns around, the boys attack Silas Young, and the boys are back where they belong with Dalton Castle. I absolutely marked out. I didn't see this coming, actually. But I'm very happy that Dalton Castle got his boys back after the ring. After they attacked Silas Young, they both crossed and laid down on each other to make a little bench. Dalton Castle sits down on him. It was really cool. So I'm happy Dalton Castle got his boys back. Next match on the card was Michael Elgin versus Moose. Moose entered in a kind of football attire and some glow-in-the-dark shoulder pads and a nice-ass helmet. It was really cool. I guess for the biggest show of the year, he had to go back to his football roots. It was a constant power struggle, as you would expect from these two guys. Elgin hit a buckle bomb and the Elgin bomb. Moose just hit the horrible spear, the version of the spear that's horrible. I like to call it the Lashley style, or the Lashley version. The spear, and then you do the big spin off of them. It looks so fakey. I guess they're trying to put too much into it. I mean, if you're going to do a spear, do a Goldberg spear, or an Edge spear, or I even like Roman Reigns' spear. Don't do that shit. I don't like that. Elgin gets the win via a burning hammer. We've seen him do it before. It's actually a really cool move, and it's pretty tough to pull off. 6 of 10. It was a fairly good match for me. Next we had Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. This was a really good match, you guys. About an 8 of 10 for me. A really good match. We had a lot of submissions, a lot of action. The fans was chanting, "This is wrestling. This is awesome." Adam Cole finally gets the win using the ropes, while O'Reilly had him in a triangle choke. He got on the ropes with his foot on the ropes and got the pin. Post-match, O'Reilly tried to break Cole's arm, basically, with multiple arm bars, 5 or 6 different arm bars. Next match on the card was The Addiction and Chris Sabin versus ACH, Matt Sydal, and Alex Shelley, a returning Alex Shelley. It's his first match back. when you see this match on paper, you automatically think this is Goldham, this is a match, you know, this is wrestling. The fans chanted Motor City at Sabin versus Shelley. They were almost going to go head-to-head in that match, but Sabin takes the heel way out, the cheap tag. I thought it was cool that the fans chanted Motor City. A lot of cool team moves, actually. A lot of cool double teams and triple team moves in this match. ACH, Shelley, and Sydal win via a Midnight Star by ACH, which is the 450, and Matt Sydal's Shooting Star Press. It was about a 7-star match out of 10 for me. And it was a great match, but we didn't get to see the Motor City Machine Guns head-to-head in that match. They never crossed paths. I'm guessing they're saving that for just them two, not in teams for a singular feud, you know. I would like to see that. I would love to see that, actually. Next match was Bobby Fish versus Roderick Strong for the World Television title. It was a fairly good match, about a 6 of 10 for me. It was a technical, hard-hitting style match. Strong taps to the Fish hold, but the ref doesn't see it. And Fish lets him go, thinking he won. The ref did not see the tap. Strong comes back with a flying knee, knocks him out, and gets the win. Kind of sucked. I mean, kind of a sucky ending, but it was a really good match. Next, we had Veda Scott and Cedric Alexander coming out there on the mic. Upset about they're not on the card. They haven't been on the show lately much. And they said they've reached a deal with either Nigel McGuinness or the network or the board or whatever to get more TV time. And Alexander was showing off a big Rolex, a big nice gold Rolex watch, so I guess the fans chant "shut the fuck up" at Veda Scott too, so that was really cool. Next match on the card, we had War Machine versus The Kingdom for the tag team titles. It was a short but brutal match. Nothing special at all. I wasn't into this match. There was actually one thing in this match that I thought was really sick. Rowe powerbombed Michael Bennett on the steel guardrail outside. It's not those black cushiony guardrails like you see from WWE. It is a guardrail, a steel guardrail. So you know that had to hurt Michael Bennett. War Machine actually get the win via fallout to Matt Taven, and War Machine, Hanson, and Rowe are our new tag team champions for Ring of Honor. That's really cool. I've been waiting for them to get the gold for some time now. Two big, ruthless guys, but also two tremendous athletes. Next match on the card and final match on the card, our main event for the evening, Jay Lethal versus AJ Styles for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight title. Pre-match, Jerry Lynn and Nigel McGuinness joined commentary. This match wasn't a bad match at all, but I expected maybe a tad more from these two. Lethal put Styles through a table outside. That was, I mean, I know Styles has been having back problems, so I wasn't expecting him to take a bump like that, but he did it. Lethal retains via Jerry Lynn's cradle pile driver and a lethal injection soon after that. I guess they may be trying to bring Jerry Lynn back to some degree, maybe not full-time at all, but to some minor degree to have something to do with Jay Lethal here in the world title picture, which is pretty cool because Jerry Lynn is a legend. To me, he's a pioneer of the high-flying style. And it was really cool for Lethal to hit the cradle pile driver and go towards the ropes and point at him on commentary and start yelling at him. It was really cool. This match was a very good match, but I expected maybe just a tad more. And in my opinion, Jay Lethal needed the win more than AJ Styles simply because in a month's time, Jay Lethal has won. I mean, in my opinion, this year has been the biggest year for any superstar in any promotion of all year for Jay Lethal. He has had the year of his life this year. So if in a month's time they took the TV title and the world title both off of him, just like that would have, that's not how you do things. So Jay Lethal needed the win. He got the win. The overall show was just great. ROH always fucking produces. About an 8 of 10 for me for the overall show. Ring of Honor is just great. They always have some of the best events for me. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, super kick that like button, share it to your Facebook, Twitter, anything, so maybe some other wrestling fan can see. I guess I'm out of here, you guys. But just have a Merry Christmas. We're close to the holidays. I hope everyone's safe. For all the troops overseas, for all the troops here, for all the people, even if you're not, thank you to the troops from the bottom of my heart. If you have any affiliation with any kind of branch of the Army, the Marines, anywhere, then thank you from the bottom of my heart. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a safe and very Merry Christmas, and hurry home. Everybody in the world have a Merry Christmas. Always think positive. And on that note, we're going to get out of here, you guys. Peace out. Later.